This popcorn-style review contains scenes from another video. Sailor Moon SuperS Black Dream Hole is the third and final Sailor Moon movie, this one specifically being the movie for Sailor Moon SuperS. As far as the timeline, because all of the Sailor Scouts are in their super forms, but Pegasus doesn't appear, I'm inclined to say it probably takes place at the very end of SuperS, after the Dead Moon Circus has actually been dealt with. I will say that Uranus and Neptune appear in this, which is fine, but so does Pluto, who I was pretty sure was dead, so it might even take place in the final season of Sailor Moon, and not necessarily in SuperS, despite being the SuperS movie. That said, it starts off with a sort of Pied Piper of Hamelin scenario where a guy uses a flute. He's an alien, I think. They don't explain what is happening with these villains in this movie, but he is kidnapping children. And I had to write down the villain's plan because the Pied Piper was working for a queen who is actually the Black Dream Hole. And her plan was to use the sugar energy of children's dreams to feed the Black Dream Hole, which is herself, so it consumes Earth and keeps everyone in dream coffins for the rest of their lives. Why does she want to do this? I have no idea. I guess because she's the Black Dream Hole, and so she wants to feed herself, but the reason she specifically states is she wants to keep everyone in the dream coffins, and she says it would look pretty, so I guess she just wants to have everyone's pretty dreams inside of her Black Dream Hole. Also, I think we need to point out that the name of this movie is Sailor Moon SuperS, the movie Black Dream Hole, and I have said Black Dream Hole more times than any rational person should have to. Anyway, I don't understand this movie. I think the villain's plot is fucking bonkers. And she is in control of sugar fairies whose goals is to make sure that I think it was stated that they are watching over the sugar energy in children's dreams. And dreams are getting real weird in Sailor Moon, and Sailor Moon has no idea what a dream is, just as a series, and we knew that from the whole SuperS saga, where Pegasus was in people's dreams, and dreams just meant whatever the fuck they wanted to throughout the whole season. This movie was a mess writing-wise, and let me tell you, when it wasn't being a mess writing-wise, it was not interesting. They spend like half the movie fighting Candy. Actually, they didn't spend half the movie fighting Candy. I thought they spent half the movie fighting Candy, and then when I looked at how much longer the movie was going on, I realized they only spent like 10 minutes fighting Candy, and it was just so boring. I was like, well, this has to be half the movie, right? Nope. And then they go into a dream black hole, and Sailor Moon blows up a black hole because she's fucking Sailor Moon and she can do that. There's some crazy shit that happens in this, but it's not as interesting as I'm making it sound, is what I'm telling you. And another problem with the movie is that during the final battle against the Dream Black Hole, I keep saying Dream Black Hole because that makes sense. The Black Dream Hole, in the final battle against the Black Dream Hole Queen, there's black lightning that's getting shot everywhere, and they use so many white frames that anyone who is prone to seizures would have died watching this movie. There is so many white frames. I was getting a headache just looking at it. This is not a fun movie. This is easily the worst Sailor Moon movie, and one of the worst of the original 90s Sailor Moon products, period. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope. Bye-bye!